You got to be careful when you get Barry Loudermilk wound up a little bit, huh? So listen, when a state proposes to elect its top law enforcement officer, you hope that they're going to prosecute bad guys, restore victims, prosecute deadbeat dads, and sue the federal government. All right? That's basically the job description of our next guest. And so far, I'd say, through 3.5, almost 4 years, he's doing a pretty dadgum good job, if you ask me. Would you join me in welcoming Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr to the stage?
Thank you all. Timothy, thank you so much. It's an honor for my wife, Joan, and I to be here tonight. Ralph, thank you. Ralph and I started working together back when I had hair. That's how long ago we started working. And actually, Timothy, this is my 6th year. And in my 6th year as Attorney General, I want to tell you all it's been an honor to serve because I've tried to do 3 things: protect lives, livelihoods, and liberty. Article 1, Section 1, Paragraph 2 of the Georgia Constitution says this: it is the paramount duty of government to protect person and property. The paramount duty. So that means no matter if you live in Southwest Georgia, Southwest Atlanta, Buckhead, or Blairsville, you deserve to be safe. And that's why we have focused on a number of the issues that the Congresswoman talked about. Human trafficking. And I'm going to tell y'all, last year alone, we rescued and assisted 107 victims. That's 107 lives that will forever be changed. And we just started the gang unit. I want to thank the legislators are here and the governor. We're now going to fight gangs because we know 60 to 90% of all violent crime is gang affiliated. And again, who are the communities most often terrorized by gangs? Lower income, racially diverse, and immigrant populations. All Georgians deserve to be safe. And who's bringing the cavalry? Republicans are. And there are DAs in this state right now that refuse to do their duty. They refuse to do their job. They're writing memos about different categories of crimes they're not going to enforce. That is a dereliction of the job. If you don't like the law, that's fine. You run for the legislature. You don't run for district attorney, and you certainly don't run for attorney general. And the opioid crisis is real. I am so proud that we have settled with 3 of the manufacturers and distributors. We're going to bring over $500 million to this state to help, because I'll take a round of applause. That's another great thing that we're doing because lives are being impacted. But you know what? What I've talked about is protecting the most vulnerable in our state. And I believe that an unborn child is a human being. A human being that deserves to be protected. And that's why we are vigorously defending Georgia's Life Act, an act passed by the legislature and signed by the governor. We will defend it because I believe in the dignity, the value, and the worth of each and every human being. We need to create a culture of life in America. I have been proud to join other attorneys general from around the country. We have filed briefs in support of an Arkansas law that would prohibit abortions based solely on a prenatal Down syndrome diagnosis. I have a cousin that has Down syndrome. We filed a brief in support of a Tennessee law requiring a 48-hour waiting period. And we filed a brief in support of a Texas law that prohibits live dismemberment abortions. That is just cruel. It is just wrong. These are just some of the things that we've done. But protecting lives is not just about public safety. It's about economic development. Bert talked about this. We are the top state in the nation in which to do business 8 years in a row. Why? Good conservative leadership. Because we fought to keep the economy open, fought to keep our schools open, and it's good conservative leadership. Why in the world would we ever change? And finally, I have fought to defend liberty. I believe it's my duty to defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia, and represent the interest of the people of this state. But there is a difference on the other side. While I was fighting to rescue those human trafficking victims, my opponent fought in the legislature and voted against giving us the tools we need to fight human trafficking. Why? Pure politics. While we were fighting to keep the economy open and our schools open, my opponent was leading the charge on shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. And while I'm fighting to uphold the Constitution of the United States, constitutional laws of the state of Georgia, she's running a campaign on the laws that she will not enforce. The Life Act, SB 202, and she's standing arm in arm with those DAs that are creating a roadmap for crime. This is an important election. We will win if we turn out. Now, on behalf of Bruce and some of the others down ballot, keep voting. Don't just vote for Herschel. Vote for the governor and keep voting down that ballot. And when you do, we are all going to win on November the 8th. Thank you all so much.